That's the guy from the first Spider-Man movie.
The guy from The Thing.
Xavier's non-Asian gifted school.
Superheroes. That's what I'm all about, Booty.
Yeah,
Isn't that wild?
I know.
Jeez.
And we happened to like stumble into one that we're gonna give way too much time.
This was an insult to my people. An insult.
I was actually really curious about that going into this, how it would affect you, or
Dude, you saw me laughing.
yeah,
my
I
ass
know.
off.
We still had fun.
Yes.
We always do.
Welcome to the PatCave, a show where we talk all about superheroes, pop culture, nostalgic TV movies we grew up with. With me, as always, is Alex Bootyman Boots.
Yeah, baby.
Are you jazzed about this one that we watched?
I had a good time. I can't stop moving.
Dude,
You gotta work on that diagnosis.
chill. Chill.
All right.
We watched a really dated superhero comedy called A Superhero Movie.
Oh,
Is it-
just superhero.
Oh,
movie.
just superhero movie.
Yeah, no, the
Starring Drake Bell. This was 2008.
felt like it.
It felt like it for sure.
Yeah.
But this was like right around the scary movies, right?
So yeah, spoof films.
Spoof films.
Those were in their heyday back then.
And honestly,
Mhm.
not too shabby.
Yeah.
It was basically just Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man movie, just beat by beat,
Oh
pretty
yeah.
much. Sprinkled in with some Batman, some Superman here and there. I don't
And animal sex.
a lot of that.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into a summary of this movie. We'll get into cast, budget, box office, all that good stuff, and maybe poke fun at it a little bit.
Yeah, cue the Spider-Man music.
Rick Riker is your everyday teenage dirtbag longing for a purpose when suddenly, on a field trip to an animal research lab, he's bitten by a dragonfly that gives him superpowers.
With his newfound, and then I just stopped there because I was like, it's just Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, with dragonfly powers.
Yeah.
So this stars Drake Bell,
Uh-huh.
a couple other famous people, obviously.
Oh, the cast list
Actually,
is pretty
a
enormous.
lot.
Yeah.
Shooter McGavin
Shooter McGavin.
played a great villain.
Yeah, Chris
Really did.
McDonald.
Yeah.
We have the likes of Tracy Morgan making an appearance.
Oh, that's
That's
right. As Professor X.
Professor X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Paxton was in that. I never saw it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was called Aquamarine. It was about a mermaid, and it was like really cute.
Yeah. No.
Okay, cool. Leslie Nielsen. If I'm correct in this was his last film. It was one of his last movies because this came out in 2008. He died in 2010, sadly.
Okay. There's this cliche they always do where it's like look away, ponder, while Drake Bell does like the stupidest thing he could possibly do, and then they turn back, and it's not happening. They turn away, it happens again. That's
Yeah.
all of these scary movies.
Or he's just constantly like looking grossed out by stuff after he just got railed by like Noah's Ark.
Like, yeah, everything's happening to them, and no one's seeing this ridiculous life he's living. Was this Kevin Hart's first movie?
No, he had a couple of other things, and obviously, like, he was making his way at that time. Like, he was
Okay.
kind of growing, but he was like a comedy god still at that point. Like, he was,
I thought it was great.
yeah. Scary Movie 3 was one of his first
Okay.
films.
Yeah, I thought this was his best role.
Yeah, this was hysterical because I'm gonna say I'm of the variety of people that gets really annoyed when Kevin Hart is in stuff that he doesn't need to be in, which is all of them. I've never seen Ride Along. I've never seen like all these. We have a cutout of him actually. Get Hard with
Get
Will
Hard.
Ferrell. Yeah, I did like that one.
I stole that from Kroger.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Lil Kim was one of Xavier's daughters.
Okay.
Wild.
Yeah.
We gotta shout this guy out. Miles Fisher did a perfect Tom Cruise impression.
Dude,
Dude.
it was spot on.
Spot on.
It was so good.
The laughs, the mannerisms that he uses.
Yeah, the smile is incredible.
Oh, Pam Anderson.
Yeah, for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, Baywatch. You know,
Yes.
everyone knows her and her dynamic duo.
Yeah, she was Invisible Woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well have been invisible.
It's kind of like a cameo fest in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna like, you know, just list off these guys and be like, wow, the acting was great, because that was for nobody. Like, no one deserves like acting chops. They did their job.
Yeah,
They got
exactly.
paid that day, and
Yeah.
it went.
Now, I grew up like heavy with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like
Yeah.
it was my favorite thing that got me back into superheroes at that age. So like I have so much of this stuff. And I was a little weary watching this because I was like, dude, is this just going to make fun of the thing I love? Maybe I'll hate it and that'll be good stuff to talk about. But I honestly loved it.
Yeah, I actually did have like a great time watching this. Now I'm not gonna like recommend it to a ton of people or anything. But
No,
I had
no.
a good night in with my best friend, and we got to watch something silly and laugh about it.
And I think the nostalgia factor for us is these type of spoof movies in this year. I remember loving the scary movies and stuff like that. So it just brought me right back there.
Yeah, I also liked like right from the beginning they were making fun of the Apple products and stuff with Kevin Hart on the bus, and
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh my god, that's pretty great.
And they're just like a bus full of 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
So was this well received? Did it do well? What's the box office budget? Give me all that stuff.
Well, budget was $35 million.
Okay.
And
Seems
they-
like a lot.
Yeah, I know. For this,
Uh,
it must have
okay.
been all the actors that they
Yeah,
threw in.
true.
And then $73 million is what it did at the box office.
Okay.
A lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
But I feel like the turnout for one of those is expected. Like, hey, I want to go have a good laugh this weekend.
Yeah.
What's out? Oh, that looks stupid. I'll take the girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a beige. All right.
Whoa.
Oh.
Pacific Rim job.
I like that. That's so funny. The scores and like the rate, it's as expected. 16% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Sounds about right.
4.7 on IMDb.
Okay.
It is not the worst of the spoof genre, but it relies on just tired gags and lame pop culture references all the same.
Yeah. I have 2 plot notes.
I
That's
know.
about-
I saw, and I have some notes, and I do have some like cool facts
Yeah,
about this movie.
Like one of them is Hourglass, the villain.
yeah,
Great concept.
The
I loved
suit?
it. The suit looked amazing.
yeah, I like that.
And to start off, he's holding the hourglass and he turns it over and all the sand falls right through it like immediately.
Bought it on sale.
And then he smashes it and a little piece of glass gets in his eye.
Yeah, and they have that weird, awkward conversation about trying to get it out with another piece of glass. I was not a fan of that, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That was gross.
A lot of stupid stuff like that. But I thought his concept, and I'd like to see more of that. It seemed like a cool backstory, a cool, he sucked the life out of people to get more time.
Yeah, I mean, it was unique, like, especially expecting a parody movie to kind of, like, just deliver laughs. Like, that was kind of cool in terms
Yeah.
of just, like, aesthetic.
Cool. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was way cooler than Dragonfly's stupid eyes on his costume.
You didn't like his outfit?
No, his outfit was fine. It was the eyes that they butchered. It was, like, 2 X's over his eyes. They just don't...
Well, that's what they started with, and then he, couldn't see, and there was that gag, and then he, cut, then he had,
Oh, yeah, he had
then
eye
he
holes
cut
and
him out,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
and still, even then, they should have put goggles on him. But
Yeah.
how did Drake Bell
Something.
do in your eyes?
Better than he's been doing recently. I mean, I grew up loving Drake and Josh. I
Yeah.
loved the Amanda Show.
Yeah.
There's some awkward things about him in this movie as well. Like,
Yeah.
if we skip to the end, that is the weirdest song I have ever heard him
Oh,
sing.
well, dude, if you get Drake Bell in a movie, it's mandatory for him to play a song.
To do a solo act. Yeah.
And the credit song was a mix of 7 different genres.
It felt like it belonged in like a musical theater.
Yeah, it was
show.
strange. A lot of brass.
A lot of brass. It was like a ska song. It was just not
It
what
was-
anyone needed, and yet they did it.
I am the hourglass. Darkness has found you. Evil surrounds you. Take your love and lift me up in sicknesses. Easy. Dragonfly, he's a special kind of guy. Look out, it's the dragonfly.
Yeah, I have some plot notes.
Let's hear him.
They're very few. The nail gun scene.
The nail gun scene.
Oh my god. He walks in the door, and then Leslie Nielsen fires the nail gun, and he catches the nail, and he goes. He says something about a lot of people can do that, and then he just fires one into Kevin Hart's knee and goes, I don't think so.
It's like one of those movies just you can't catch a breath because
Yeah.
there's just a joke going on over and over and over.
I have to say it all-star cast, so I was pretty entertained by the fact that I could just look around and be like, oh my god,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dive into breaking this down. It is Spider-Man 1 as a joke.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
And there's a part in there they threw in a little Batman origin where he's walking down Crime Alley, which is the worst alley.
Yeah.
And you pointed out
That's Michael Papa John.
Michael Papa John.
Yeah.
Not from the famous Papa John's.
You can't make me go to Papa John's! Michael Papa John, who plays the mugger who ends up gunning Rick Riker's parents down, he originated the role of Carradine, who is the man that steals Uncle Ben's car after shooting him in Spider-Man from 2003.
So really on the nose there.
Oh yeah, he's in the multiverse.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's in DC,
Yeah,
he's in
that's
Marvel.
kind of a funny scene. He Bruce Wayne stops the mugger. It's like some Final Destination stuff.
Yeah.
And a light falls down. He ends up killing his parents.
And in a roundabout way, Rick Riker's a murderer.
Yeah.
And he needs to be brought to
He killed his
justice.
own parents.
Yeah. He killed a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Or they died on their own accord, like
The old grandma.
oh, the
with
grandma
dog.
in the wood chipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a fun time. And then
Oh,
that dog is just going up by the leash. That was so funny. That was one of my favorite
I think
parts.
we should do a little montage of his faces. Just
Yeah.
back to back to back
Oh,
of
Xavier's non-Asian gifted school. I thought it was kind of funny.
It's funny.
I don't know who else thinks it's still funny.
Yeah. No.
Cancel me. And then they go scene to scene down the halls of Xavier's school, and it goes from regular chair to a toilet, a white toilet, and then they round a
Segue,
corner,
right?
and he is on a child's bicycle with full mobility in his legs. And that was great. Yeah, even when you're fully prepared to be like, this is stupid, I'm not going to enjoy myself, it gets you.
Still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now there's something we both laughed heavily at the funeral, where they're all like, "So today we're here to say goodbye to Judy."
Goodbye.
We are gathered today to say goodbye to Lucille Adams.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it was like
They all said goodbye at the same time.
we belly laughed because of how stupid it was.
That's some straight up airplane comedy right there.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that directed this?
Oh yeah, I have a fun fact about it.
Yeah,
too.
let's hear it.
So that is Craig Mazin. Do you remember that funny janitor that just like, oh, I come back? That's director Craig.
Oh, is it?
Craig Mazin.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty
Nice.
funny.
And is he known for doing these? Did he do the Epic movie or any of the other ones? Or because I feel like this is a very specific kind of comedy.
Oh my god, some great stuff.
Oh yeah.
He is known for creating, writing, and producing the HBO historical drama miniseries Chernobyl on HBO. He is executive producing on The Last of Us right now.
Interesting.
Oh my god, with Neil Druckmann, and then oh my god, I'm so sorry if I ever said anything mean about you, Craig.
I don't think you
and
did.
then, he is known for his work on comedy films such as Scary Movie 3, Scary Movie 4, Superhero Movie, Hangover Part 2, Hangover Part 3, and Identity Thief. Those are
Okay.
some of the big ones. I'm sure there's a lot more.
You got any more booty factoids for me?
Oh, do I have booty factoids for us?
Give 'em to me.
More than I thought I would.
Booty factoids.
Oh. Jeffrey Tambor, Dr. Whitby. Oh, at the hospital. He filmed his role during a 2-day break during the shooting of Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. So he was doing that and then decided to walk over and
10
hop
minutes.
into this.
Yeah, right.
He did a favor for a guy named Craig. Several characters in this film have the alliterative names like Rick Riker, Jill Johnson, Lou Landers, just like Marvel's characters. Peter Parker.
Bruce Banner.
Stupid fact.
No, that's cool.
All right.
That's cool.
A few years after this movie, Drake Bell voiced Spider-Man in the TV series Ultimate Spider-Man in
Yes.
2012. He also shares the same birthday as Tobey Maguire, who
Interesting.
played Spider-Man in Sam Raimi's trilogy.
That's the guy from the first Spider-Man movie.
The guy from The Thing.
Now, you just want to get into scores.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay,
You want to start off first?
sure.
What is your Dragonfly booty score?
You know, we talk a lot about on here of like where the bar is set in terms of like good versus
How much fun we
bad,
had?
How much fun we had.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun watching this.
Good. Yeah.
But if you were to be like, hey, do you want to watch a bunch of parody movies like front to back? I would probably get another friend.
Yeah, one a year.
One a year is a great rule to have.
Get another friend.
And if we're being honest here, we chose this because it was like a superhero movie.
Superheroes.
It literally fits the criteria
Yeah.
by title.
And I saw Drake Bell online talking about this movie.
I was like, online, doing what? That guy doesn't need any more
Popping
headlines.
up talking about this movie and how it was before the MCU. So they
Okay.
really only had a couple movies to make fun of.
Hell yeah.
You know, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff.
Fantastic Four. That was the other one that
those.
they parodied.
I'd be interested to see a modern spoof one with all of the MCU. I'm sure they made one.
These movies are like the pinnacle of gas station DVDs. everyone.
Oh,
Yeah. Because like there's like the Starving Games, which is like a parody of the Hunger Games.
yeah.
How long did you spend watching Epic Movie last night?
I let it roll for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever.
What's your Dragonfly booty score?
My Dragonfly booty score is gonna get a solid 7.3.
7.3.
Probably way too high.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give it credit for making me belly laugh in times when I needed to laugh. And
Yeah.
and I like superhero movies. Sue me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My Dragonfly booty score, Dragonfly booty pat score,
Mhm.
is an 8.1.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Just strictly on entertainment level.
Okay.
I
That's
mean, it is what it is. It knew what it is.
Mhm.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Yeah. Execution complete.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't need to ever see it again, probably.
Nope.
I mean, I don't think I've gone back and watched the scary movies in a long time.
Yeah, but those I feel like okay, so like this was like a very like niche superhero parody.
Yeah.
So I feel like at least in scary movies, there's so many horrors to like parodize.
Like The Grudge, Signs.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you didn't see Spider-Man 1,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be kind of lost in this movie.
Yeah. And also like this is 2008, so like Iron Man is just getting started. Or Hulk and Iron Man are
Yeah, Hulk.
just getting
Yeah.
started. So it's kind of like they didn't have a lot of. They should have waited.
Yeah.
They should have waited a little bit longer, and then yeah, I could probably get into like a huge one that
Well,
encompassed like the Avengers. Or
let's
something.
just say at least it was funny.
Yeah.
And I want a hourglass toy. Will you buy me one?
I'll try to find one.
give me a Dragonfly bobblehead.
That seems like a task, but I feel like they've got to have like
Probably a pop.
a pop or like some like like shirts.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about it, but the intro was kind of funny where it just was like him holding a flashlight to himself at the time.
Yeah, going over his suit like the Spider-Man intro.
It was like they were like, film it yourself.
Yeah.
You're in a closet right now in your suit. You're
Yeah.
gonna use a flashlight, and that's gonna be the intro.
Yeah, well, let us know down in the comments if you've seen this movie, if you enjoyed it. What
Yeah.
score would you give Superhero Movie?
Would you watch it?
Yeah, I'd recommend it once
That's fair.
to one person.
To one guy that you wanted to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the PatCave Superhero Movie review. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your fellow nerds.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
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 We're sorry.
Sorry.
No, Jake Bell's.
Jake Bell? What parody is that?
It's gonna take some time to realize.
Okay.